the streets tonight. We'll show you how they were caught. Plus, a sinkhole at a shopping center in Bradenton continues to grow. What businesses have to say about the lack of effort to fix it. And the search continues for the new Northport police chief. It's now down to 4 finalists. Your Suncoast News starts now.
You're watching ABC7 News at 11.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Jacqueline Matter. Topping our news tonight, a sinkhole in one Bradenton shopping center continues to get bigger. Some businesses at Cortez Plaza East and their customers are wondering why nothing is being done to fix that sinkhole and another one nearby. ABC7's Rick Adams joins us live from the shopping center with the latest on that growing problem. Rick?
Yeah, Jacqueline, good evening. Back in there is one of the sinkholes. This has been an absolute nightmare for a lot of folks here. This is the sinkhole that has some businesses in the Cortez Plaza East shopping center very worried. Michael Feller and his wife own a laundromat just feet away from the sinkhole. They say it's a hole that continues to grow and nothing is being done about it.
The landlord, often he don't want to talk to us. We contacted them many times and then nobody can give you an answer to anything. And they say, yeah, we're going to fix it soon, we'll fix it soon, but then for 2 years nothing has happened.
Near the sinkhole, there is another area fenced off because of what appears to be a second sinkhole. Feller says because of these sinkholes, they've lost a lot of business, and so have some of the other businesses in the shopping center. Feller tells us their business has gone down by 1/3. They may have to eventually close down in the very near future.
It's very tough because the bills keep coming. But the income dwindles down a lot.
Rashanti McCrae visits the shopping center often with her family. She says if this isn't fixed soon, she may end up doing her shopping elsewhere.
I'm a concerned citizen. I appreciate if something get done because I don't want nobody car getting stuck or the storm come and throw stuff around and all over the place and then somebody get seriously injured. Just not safe.
Since very little has been done to take care of the sinkholes, Manatee County says they may be stepping in to fix the problem and then bill the owner. The Public Works Department is preparing an option to present Manatee County commissioners at their June 12th meeting. The owner has been incurring daily fines since March 1st. For Feller, his wife, and other businesses, they say they're looking for relief from this nightmare.
We need help here. A good lawyer needs to tackle this. We're on our wits' end here.
And the owner of the shopping center could not be reached for a comment. As soon as we receive an update on this, we'll certainly pass it along to you. Reporting live from Bradenton this evening, I'm Rick Adams. Jacqueline, back to you.
Okay, Rick, thank you. Tonight, the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office says nearly 24 suspected sexual predators are off the streets and behind bars. 21 suspects from age 22 to 58 were arrested, all of them responding to ads on the internet or social media sites engaging in sexually graphic written and verbal communication. Sheriff Tom Knight says the arrests included a 24-year-old from Davenport, Florida, who worked as a diesel mechanic at Disney World. Knight calls the behavior sickening, and the sheriff's office will continue efforts to keep predators off the streets.
Depending on their criminal records and things, we've seen them get at minimum 5 up to 15 years in prison for doing this. So this is certainly a deterrent by arresting them, and the message to them is that in most regards, you're looking at 5 years up to 15 years.
The sheriff's office also says there are 9 apps that parents should know about, like Snapchat, Bumble, or LiveMe, where kids can be vulnerable to predators. New details of a drive-by shooting in North Sarasota earlier today. When Sarasota County Sheriff's deputies arrived at the scene, they were responding to 2 crime scenes side by side of each other near Leonard Reed Avenue and 32nd Street at around 5 p.m. today.
As you can see behind me, we are working 2 different crime scenes, and we are looking for shell casings and things like that on the ground. So there are technically 2 crime scenes here. One individual was injured during this incident. It's a female. She's been transported to Sarasota Memorial Hospital with what we are told are non-life-threatening injuries at this time.
We spoke to a witness earlier today, and he said that he heard 20 to 30 shots at the time of that incident. This investigation is ongoing, and we will continue to update you as we have more information. Meanwhile, police are also looking for the person behind another shooting in Newtown. That happened early this morning near 20th Street and Orange Avenue. According to police, after an argument, the suspect shot at the victim's car multiple times. Luckily, nobody was injured. Police do say that they have a suspect in mind, but he has not been arrested. The man accused of shooting into a condo in downtown Sarasota earlier this month is in police custody once again. Police adding 3 more charges against Ryan Flanzer for his alleged crimes on May 5th, including burglary, attempted kidnapping, and possession of a bulletproof vest while committing a crime. Flanzer was previously released on bond, and police collected 8 firearms from his possession following the alleged shooting at the downtown Sarasota condo. The Northport Police Department have narrowed down its search for the new police chief down to 4. Ralph Anthony most recently served as the Tampa International Airport Police as the Deputy Chief of Police. Todd Garrison is currently the District Commander at Lee County's Sheriff's Office. Paul Grahowski was most recently the Chief of Police for Allen Hancock Community College, and Frank Kitsiro is the current Chief of Police for the Jupiter Police Department. There will be a meet and greet with those 4 finalists on June 11th from 6 to 8 at Northport City Hall. Well, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan for a look at our first alert forecast and what we can expect this week. Bob?
Thanks, Jacqueline. We have the latest now on our Alberto friend. It continues to weaken as it pushes off to the north and eventually to the northeast. Pressure has come up. It's moving at a pretty good clip right now, but a lot of flood advisories in effect due to this tremendous amount of moisture that continues to rotate around it, and especially to the east of it in South Carolina, North Carolina, stretching up through Tennessee, where there are flood watches in effect and flooding taking place right now in western portions of Tennessee. We have a little disturbance down to our south, a little bit more energy down there this evening. You can see some of that rainfall already starting to move in through Fort Myers and stretching all the way up into Charlotte Harbor right now. This is not rain, but it will be soon as it's heading to the north at around 10 miles an hour. You can see that rain not really quite yet into Punta Gorda, Northport, or Inglewood, but if you project it on off into the future, it should be there. Within the next hour or so, we'll start to see a little bit more chance of rain into Port Charlotte, also Punta Gorda around 11:41. As far as the rest of the state goes, a few showers starting to wind down over parts of North Florida. Showers and isolated thunderstorms, a little bit better chance for Wednesday, and then scattered storms mainly in the afternoon on Friday, and then a drier weekend ahead. We'll have the details on all that coming up in a few minutes. Back to you, Jacqueline.
All right, thank you, Bob. We'll talk to you soon. Just a reminder, this Friday, ABC7's First Alert Weather Team will explain everything that you need to know ahead of hurricane season, including evacuation routes, flood zones, what shelters are pet friendly, and new transportation options, plus what you need to do to secure your home and your boat, and preparations you need to make for your pets. Experts will be in our studio to answer your questions live on air. Make sure to tune in Friday night at 7 p.m. right here on ABC7 for everything you need to know to survive a hurricane. And although there were no significant impacts from subtropical storm Alberto here, Manatee County residents were not taking any chances. Government officials say the county distributed nearly 1,000 sandbags last Thursday through Saturday in preparation for the storm. Make sure to hang on to those sandbags. You may need them later on this season. The city of Sarasota taking note of signs of sea level rise, most recently by installing this sea level marker and educational sign at the north end of Nora Patterson Bay Island Park. According to government officials, the marker notes projections for a Category 1 hurricane and future sea level rise. Happening in Florida, party leaders coming together to agree on one thing: offshore drilling. Representative Vern Buchanan attended a bipartisan delegation hearing earlier this month on offshore drilling. 29 members of the Florida delegation were present, and Buchanan says they're very united when it comes to offshore drilling and that they don't want any kind of drilling off our Florida shores.
Clean beaches and a clean environment, water, beaches here, is a huge asset in terms of tourism, property values, and just, I think from an environmental standpoint, makes a lot of sense to our community.
2 amendments have been filed to the Rules Committee to ban offshore drilling in the state. They await consideration in the House. A Florida lawyer and medical marijuana advocate is urging Governor Rick Scott to drop the state's ban on letting patients smoke. Attorney John Morgan says Scott should direct the state's Department of Health to drop an appeal that is currently threatening a circuit court judge's ruling that claims the state's ban on smokable medical marijuana is unconstitutional. Voters approved a constitutional amendment in 2016 allowing the use of medical marijuana. Morgan and 2 women with terminal illnesses argued that because the amendment's language only mentions not smoking in public, Users should be allowed to smoke in private. The State Department of Agriculture is restarting its Summer Break Spot program to help fight summer hunger. State officials say more than 1 million students rely on free and reduced priced meals at school. This program tries to fill the gap during those summer months.
Nutrition is one of the most important building blocks for academic success. So this program helps give kids the access to the resources they need to stay healthy and ready to learn and set them up for the next school year.
Last year, the Summer Break Spot program provided 15 million meals at more than 4,600 schools, churches, and community centers. There are more than 50 locations in the area offering that program. ABC7 is also helping the hungry this summer. Head over to mysuncoast.com/hunger for more information on this effort. Stay with us. Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your first alert forecast, plus new video of flooding in Maryland this weekend where police say they found a missing National Guardsman. And the Roseanne reboot was short-lived. We'll show you the events that unfolded today that led to the show's cancellation.
We've all heard how military veterans adjusting to the civilian world may have certain issues.
30. 70.
If only everyone had this issue. No matter what challenge they face, Easter Seals is here for America's veterans.
My California Closets experience has been wonderful. My mother's a huge inspiration. Before she passed away, she would say, you should do something special for yourself. First time I saw my closet, I immediately thought, this is the best thing I've ever done for myself. I call it my Tiffany style closet. I mean, I can shop in my own closet every day. I love that. My name is Cynthia, and this is my California Closets story.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
My credit score was not that great.
I didn't understand what went into my credit score.
It was overwhelming.
Do you want to attain better credit health but don't know where to start? Credit Sesame can help by providing you a free credit score.
I love the app. It's so easy to use. It's like having your own financial coach.
Credit Sesame broke my credit score down into things that I understood, and it made me think, I can do this.
And the awesome thing about Credit Sesame, it's free.
It's 100% free.
You don't need to go it alone. Get started today at creditsesame.com.
Sarasota Oxygen and CPAP is the largest locally owned CPAP supply company in the area. Is it time to replace your old equipment? The staff at Sarasota Oxygen and CPAP can show you the most up-to-date CPAP equipment and supplies to meet your sleep apnea needs, including portable travel devices and the SoClean automatic CPAP sanitizer. We serve all of Southwest Florida, giving the highest quality of care with the finest CPAP equipment. Please visit our website, sarasotacpap.com.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
All right, Bob. Well, you know, pretty windy today as well as yesterday. I know for me, myself, I didn't head to the beach because I was fearing that the wind was just too bad.
It was. I was up on top of one Sarasota tower doing some shoots there, and it was windy up there. You go higher, obviously the winds go up about 10 times that. Now we are looking at the winds coming down a little bit tomorrow, but the rain chances going up. Casey Key webcam showing a nice sunset tonight. Boy, we had some great photos sent in once again, and the wave action was high, but the waves are coming down too, so the rip current problem that we've experienced over the past couple of days is over for now. And there it is. Here's some photos photos that were sent in to pics@mysuncoast.com. This one from Fred Seeger. Gorgeous shot there, Fred. Appreciate that. Nice palm tree right there. And this is the mighty Manatee River as the sun was setting. Looking out there from Candy Eason's home. Appreciate that, Candy. And here's another one from Art Conforti, always a good contributor. The bridge, we call it. That's the Ringling Bridge. And you can see all that rainfall. It's all streaming northward now. It is weakening somewhat as it approaches, but we have a pretty good chance for showers overnight and maybe even an isolated thunderstorm. We've had some thunderstorm activity out here in the Gulf of Mexico, but most of that now is starting to wind on down. We'll zero in on that range and show you that rain starting to move on in across parts of Sarasota County now. And it looks like it will spread into Manatee County throughout the overnight. The showers are heavier down south, again, just to the west of Fort Myers and pushing up toward Punta Gorda. Elsewhere across the state, had some huge storms over near Daytona Beach and Jacksonville earlier. Those have since moved on. And as far as the rainfall forecast goes for Wednesday and into Thursday even, we're expecting up to an inch of rain in some areas, but most areas stand around a half inch or so. Looks like over the upcoming days, and a pretty good chance of that happening. Our rain chances will stay high. High pressure off the west of us now over Texas is bringing us this wind coming out of the northwest, and then high pressure to the east of us is bringing us an east to southeasterly wind, and that's bringing all this moisture up in between. A little trough of low pressure has developed, and that will give us an enhanced chance for rainfall throughout the day on Wednesday. 77 degrees right now. Look at that humidity, 90%. Winds out of the south-southeast at 7, and the pressure is going to be rising as that high pressure noses in from the east. The high today was 83, below average of 87 degrees. This morning's low was sticky at 75, and no rainfall officially at the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport. For the month, we're well over average, and for the year, we're also about a third above average. Well, the satellite and radar review continues to show that a streak of moisture heading up from the south right across Cuba, where they don't need the rainfall. They had excessive amounts of rain over the past 5 days now. Temperatures currently 70 in Boston, it's 72 in Philadelphia, Columbus at 81, 82 in Indianapolis, and 72 in Salt Lake City now. Temperatures much warmer in the southern plain states. It's still 86 at this hour in Dallas, 79 in Oklahoma City, and temperatures into the mid-70s in Atlanta and Macon now at 74 degrees. As far as the highs go tomorrow, we'll be warming up across most of the central U.S. 89 in Kansas City, 89 in St. Louis, 78 in the nation's capital, and a little bit cooler but still warm in Detroit at 84. For boaters tomorrow, south winds at 15 knots, so still a little bit breezy and seas running 2 to 3 feet with a moderate chop on the bays and inland waters. The extended forecast, a real good chance for showers and storms scattered about at any time throughout the day on Wednesday. Thursday, we get back to more of the afternoon and evening variety of storms, even on Friday. By Saturday, our winds switch a little bit to a southwesterly direction as a weak cold front approaches the northern part of the state. That will give us a chance for showers mainly inland, both on Saturday and Sunday, with a few coastal showers possible in the morning. Temperatures will be warm, too, on the weekend, upper 80s. It will feel more like mid-90s on those days as a result of the high humidity, which is expected to stick around right through the weekend. Jacqueline?
All right, Bob, thank you. We're getting a first look at the devastation in Ellicott City, Maryland. Trees down, windows shattered, and cars completely totaled. For the first time since the flood, business owners and residents were allowed to go back in today to assess the damage. Many of them saying this flood was a lot worse than the one they experienced 2 years ago. And authorities found the body of a missing National Guardsman in a Maryland river today. Rescuers had been searching for 39-year-old Sergeant Edison Hermond of the Maryland Army National Guard since Sunday. A family friend said Hermond, who was off duty, was at a birthday party at a Mexican restaurant in Ellicott City when the flooding started. He left the party to help a woman rescue her cat when witnesses say he slipped into the Patapsco River and was swept away. Well, ABC has decided to cancel the rebooted show Roseanne. The decision coming after Roseanne Barr, the show's lead actor, faced a public storm of criticism with a tweet about a former presidential aide to Barack Obama. ABC's Danya Backus joins us now with reactions from across the business.
Roseanne Barr is known for using comedy on her rebooted show to highlight hot-button topics.
This is what people from Iraq and Talibanistan do.
But a recent tweet from the star was considered no laughing matter. ABC is canceling its hit show after Barr posted on Twitter, Muslim Brotherhood and Planet of the Apes had a baby equals VJ. Referring to Valerie Jarrett, an African-American woman and long-standing senior advisor to former President Barack Obama. Jarrett responding to the controversy on MSNBC.
I think we have to turn it into a teaching moment.
I'm fine.
The tweet causing a social media storm, with some Twitter users calling the remarks racist and bigoted. The Reverend Al Sharpton calling the tweet inexcusable, tweeting ABC must take action now. And Wanda Sykes, a consulting producer, posting she wouldn't return to the show. Even Sarah Gilbert, who plays Barr's daughter on the show, condemned the tweet, saying it does not reflect the beliefs of our cast and crew or anyone associated with our show.
Roseanne has been a bit of a problem for ABC for a while. This isn't her first nasty tweet, and I think this was just the final straw.
Barr deleted the initial tweet, apologizing hours after the comment, saying she was sorry for making a bad joke about Jared's politics and her looks, and said she should have known better. But within hours of the tweets, ABC's president of entertainment, Channing Dungey, issuing a statement saying, Roseanne's Twitter statement is abhorrent, repugnant, and inconsistent with our values, and we have decided to cancel her show. Roseanne's agency ICM Partners has dropped her as a client, and several networks are reportedly pulling Roseanne reruns. Danya Backus, ABC News, Los Angeles.
The Missouri State Legislature had called a special session to discuss the possibility of impeaching Governor Eric Greitens. However, no need for that now. Take a listen.
Today, I am announcing that I will resign as Governor of Missouri effective Friday, June 1st at 5 p.m.
Well, he has been embattled in scandal. Charges were dropped against him in an invasion of privacy case stemming from an accusation by his former mistress about a picture taken of her, though that charge was dropped earlier this month. But the Republican governor's legal troubles don't end there. He's also accused of using a charity's donor list to raise funds for his campaign. Lieutenant Governor Mike Parsons is expected to take over for Greitens. Well, sports is next, but first, here's what's coming up on Jimmy Kimmel.
Kimmel's new tonight. Nice. It is nice because Kerry Russell's here.
So good.
Plus, when do we want Pamela Adlon?
Now is when I want it.
And American Idol winner Maddie Poppy performs. Jimmy Kimmel Live, new tonight on ABC.
From the moment she walked in the door, we stopped having to go to the pharmacy. Certain prescriptions, my health plan or the pharmacy wasn't even able to get here. And hospice provided them, and all we had to do was call up, and the next thing they know, there was another, a delivery.
Excuse me a minute. Hi, Dad. No, don't try to get up.
Hi, I'm Julie, a right-at-home caregiver. And if I'd been caring for Tom's dad, I would have noticed some dizziness that could lead to balance issues. That's because I'm trained to report any changes in behavior, no matter how small, so Tom could have peace of mind.
We'll be right there. We have to go.
Hey, Tom, you should try Right at Home. They're great for us.
The right care, right at home.
Hi, I'm Chef Bob. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC7, where we'll be serving up the most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients.
If you're only hungry for a slice of apple pie, why buy the whole pie? And you certainly wouldn't want to pay for an all-you-can-eat buffet. So if you don't use your cell phone that much, why get charged for a plan that's too big, or even an unlimited plan? Luckily, there's still a wireless company that shares your values. Welcome to Consumer Cellular. Our average customer pays about $25 a month for everything they need. Many pay even less, as plans start at just $15 a month. You'll get a straightforward bill that's easy to understand, with no surprises, and all the attention you deserve from our friendly customer service team. No wonder Consumer Cellular has received the J.D. Power Award for highest customer service 4 times in a row. Plus, if you're an AARP member, you'll receive special discounts. It's easy to switch. You can even keep your phone and your number. So stop paying for more than you need and start your 30-day risk-free trial today. Call 800-457-2317, go online, or visit a Target store today.
A promise was made, a promise that hit the beaches of Normandy, a vow that captured Iwo Jima, a contract that weathered Tet, a pledge that stormed the desert in Iraq, an IOU that braved IEDs in Kandahar. A promise was made to America's veterans. DAV fights to keep that promise, so all veterans and their families get the benefits and support they earned. For help, visit DAV.org.
My California Closets experience has been wonderful. My mother's a huge inspiration. Before she passed away, she would say, you should do something special for yourself. First time I saw my closet, I immediately thought, this is the best thing I've ever done for myself. I call it my Tiffany style closet. I mean, I can shop in my own closet every day. I love that. My name is Cynthia, and this is my California Closets story.
Now, sports.
Two Jets players say NFL owners are missing the point when it comes to a new national anthem rule. Wide receiver Jermaine Kearse and left tackle Kelvin Beachum say the new policy is disappointing. The Jets' current owner says he will not punish his players for peaceful protests and will pay for any potential fines for those that don't stand. This following a vote last week by NFL owners to require players to stand for the anthem or stay in the locker room. Kearse says he wishes other NFL owners would be more like the Jets by supporting players and having conversations with them. Well, the 2018 NBA Finals will have a familiar feel as the Golden State Warriors and Cleveland Cavaliers go head-to-head for the fourth year in a row. However, it's still unclear if Cavaliers All-Star forward Kevin Love will play as he remains on concussion protocol. Game 1 is set for Thursday, May 31st, right here on ABC7. And Serena Williams making a Grand Slam comeback at the French Open today. The tennis star won her first set against Kristina Pliskova of the Czech Republic 7-6, following the birth of her daughter back in September. Williams has not played in a major since winning her 23rd Grand Slam title at the 2017 Australian Open while she was pregnant. That's a look at sports. We'll have tonight's winning lotto numbers straight ahead.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
When I was growing up, my mom told us, always treat others the way you want to be treated. She did business with companies that shared her values, like Mutual of Omaha. She had a guaranteed whole life insurance policy through United of Omaha Life Insurance Company, a Mutual of Omaha company. When my mother passed away, her United of Omaha policy helped cover her funeral expenses and bills, and they had money on its way to us within 24 hours.
United of Omaha is here to take care of you. When you call the number on your screen, we'll help find the right policy for you. If you're between 45 and 85, you can get coverage up to $25,000 with no medical exam. Call us right now at the number on your screen.
Now I know I'll be taking care of my family, even after I'm gone.
United of Omaha guaranteed whole life insurance. Call or go online now. Be there for their future.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to mesobook.com.
My credit score was not that great.
I didn't understand what went into my credit score.
It was overwhelming.
Do you want to attain better credit health but don't know where to start? Credit Sesame can help by providing you a free credit score.
I love the app. It's so easy to use. It's like having your own financial coach.
Credit Sesame broke my credit score down into things that I understood, and it made me think, I can do this.
And the awesome thing about Credit Sesame, it's free.
It's 100% free.
You don't need to go it alone. Get started today at creditsesame.com.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. Nearly half of all cancers can be prevented. That's right, half. Nearly 50%, mostly by making small everyday changes in your diet and controlling your weight, walking more, eating less, and eating foods that help you and your family to seriously reduce the risk of cancer. And of course, by not smoking. Visit the Cancer Prevention Together We Can website and get a free 30-day planner filled with tips, recipes, stats, and more about protecting your family. Go to prevent50.org.
Keep up with the Suncoast. Watch your favorite ABC7 shows on your streaming device. The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
Well, the internet is buzzing over a new product from luxury fashion house Balenciaga. The T-shirt shirt is 2 shirts for the price of 1. You can opt to wear the short-sleeved shirt so the other shirt drapes in front of you, or you can don the long-sleeved shirt and wear the T-shirt kind of like a cape. Well, the price, $1,290, but hey, that does apparently include free shipping. And you know what, Bob? I think we should invest in one of these for you because that would be pretty entertaining.
That's
You're like a
pretty
super
wild.
weatherman.
It doesn't look very nice,
No,
but you just get another shirt and just kind of sew it on there. It's the same thing. $1,200 seems a little high for 2 shirts in one, but you never know. If they're willing to pay for it, there it goes. Showers around, and it could be even in the morning. The better chances in the midday, and I think a much better chance for some rainfall throughout the day tomorrow.
All right, Bob, thank you so much, and thank you all for joining us. We'll see you right back here tomorrow night. Have a good one.